Okay, so now it is time to build your customer avatar, and you're going to take your customer avatar interviews that you've done and build your perfect customer. And by doing this, you're going to take your step one, you're interviewing your top 10 customers. Step two, take what they have in common and build your avatar or your perfect customer. And why do you want to do this? And the reason why is because this will massively streamline your content creation efforts and ensure that you give your customers exactly what they want. By doing this, building your customer avatar process, for every hour of customer research you're doing, you're going to save yourself 10 hours of wasted time. For every hour of customer research you do, you're going to save yourself thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of wasted marketing the wrong product to the wrong market with the wrong message. That's the most expensive proposition is coming up with a program that maybe you would want or you think people would want, creating the curriculum, creating the marketing, and then going out and trying to find buyers. That's exactly backwards. Instead, the right way to do it, the way to make way more money way faster, is to interview your customers, find out exactly what they want, and then create exactly what they want for them. So as you build your customer avatars, or in this case, your universal customer, you're going to look to find the particular commonalities that make your customers uniquely similar. And when we're creating our customer avatar, we're going to include only those commonalities that have meaning and value and discard irrelevant traits. So in the spreadsheet that you're creating, the purpose of the spreadsheet is to put the answers, when you go and do your 10 interviews, it's going to populate the answers and they're going to be side by side. They're going to be right next to each other. And that makes it really easy to see patterns. It makes it really easy to see who your perfect customer is. Makes it really easy to see, and the demographic stuff, that's the easiest stuff. You should be able to check that box right away. You should be able to know. Some people know they only work with women. Some people only work with men. You should be able to find out very quickly the age range of your ideal customer. We're not looking at the age range for any customer because that doesn't help you. What does help you is knowing who your perfect high-paying customer is. So again, the demographics should be very, very, very easy. That should be a slam dunk to figure out. What's more valuable and more important is start to see where you find these customers. So in your questions, you should have asked them, hey, when it comes to, and you fill in the blank, your business and the thing that you do, what other courses do you take? When it comes to your business and the result that you're seeking, have you hired any other coaches? When it comes to this business, how did you find me? When it comes to what it is that you're trying to do, have you bought any other products and services before? How many? And so essentially what you're trying to discover is, where does your client go right before they purchase? You're trying to find where does if you can find out what other courses your clients have purchased, you will have a much easier time targeting them on Facebook. You'll know exactly where to go to look for customers. You're going to know exactly where your customers hang out. For example, I went and interviewed a lot of my customers and I said, hey, when it comes to marketing and growing your business, what other courses have you purchased? And a lot of people answered the same question: the feminine art of manifesting. And I said, oh, who teaches that? Well, it's someone named Gina DeVee. And so I went and I found out I was 2 degrees of separation from Gina DeVee. I got introduced to her, and I offered her a trade. I said, hey, if I can teach your team how to run Facebook ads and get you some great results, would you not keep me a secret and share me with your your tribe? And she said, absolutely. And so I got her some great results. She shared me with her tribe, and I ended up getting easily like $55,000 worth of customers after that. So this is incredibly valuable for you. to know how to find your other customers by asking your clients these questions. And then when you put them in the spreadsheet, you should be able to see the answers side by side. So this is a great section on where to find your customers. And then you're also going to figure out your psychographic traits. So what are your best high-paying customers' biggest fears, frustrations? What are the big problems that they're trying to solve? And let me say that again. What are the biggest problems that they're trying to solve that you are uniquely qualified to solve? So it's not, all of these questions must be in context. It's not just, hey, what's your biggest problem? Oh, my car broke down. Or what's your biggest problem? Oh, I'm distressed over something. But you are in the business of business building, or you're in the business of weight loss, or you're in the business of relationship advice, or helping other people buy real estate. You got to make sure to ask the questions and get the answers to the questions that you're uniquely qualified to solve. And in the same context, what are your customers' big wants, aspirations, fears, fantasies, and desires? And when you're going through these questions, you're going to be listening for the unique words that your customers are going to use, because different people communicate in different ways. And so, we had a lot of our clients who are interested in yoga. They use different words than sports lovers or tech geeks. What are the common words and phrases and sayings that your customers are using that they can best relate to? And what you're looking for, specifically with the words, is what are the highly emotionally charged words that your customers are using. The highly emotionally charged words, the highly emotionally charged problems that they're trying to solve, that's where the money is. That's where people will pay. They're much more motivated to solve and pay you to solve their highly emotionally charged words, problems, fears, frustrations, wants, and aspirations. So you always want to be tuned in your interviews to listen to those highly emotionally charged words, okay? When we take all of those real interviews together, we can now turn them into a avatar, okay? So after doing lots of interviews, I found one of my types of avatars are a holistic business coach. All right, somebody who has a business and they want to use their spirituality, and they want to use their business to make a big difference and help their clients. And so this became one of my customer avatars of the female holistic business coach. And the demographics really weren't that important. They were somewhat important, but again, it was just like a checkbox, pretty easy to figure out. What was much more important is, where do I find these customers? Well, I found them from Gina DeVee, and a lot of them were interested in Marie Forleo or my friend Rose Cole. And and a lot of people found me, those actual customers, they found me through Gina. And then when I look at their particular business situation, this is somebody, and this was an old one, somebody who's making, they're struggling, they're making about, $3,000 or $4,000 a month, and they want to make $10,000 a month. And what are their highest priorities? What are their big pain points, needs, and objectives? And I was able to create a customer avatar out of this. And in using their words of where are they now, where do they want to be, and why, I was able to create the customer avatars. And so when you put together your customer avatars, you'll be able to create your exact ideal client. And by doing so, you'll be able to create the kind of marketing that this particular client is looking for. And in doing so, you will save yourself, for every hour you put in to this process, you'll save yourself 10 hours of wasted time of marketing the wrong words, the wrong message, the wrong target to the wrong audience. Instead, you'll know exactly who's your perfect customer, where to find them, and through this process, they will tell you how to get them to find you. So, in your exercise, we're going to go to your spreadsheet. In your exercise, the first question is for you to determine what are the common demographics of 80% of your best customers, okay? Your top customers. And most likely, you're going to have 1, 2, or 3 avatars. I want you to try and create 3 different customer avatars. And again, the demographic stuff should be very easy, quick and easy. Their age, their gender, where they live, etc. What's going to be more valuable to you are the universal psychographic traits. What do they mostly want? What are their big desires and aspirations, fears and frustrations? And in doing so, you're going to be able to discover what is the conversation your customer is having internally right now. What's the thing that they're going around in their mind? They're saying, gosh, I wish I didn't have this problem. I wish I had someone who I could pay to help me solve this big burning problem. If I just had a coach to help me coach me through my first real estate investment property, I would hire that coach now. If I just had a coach that would help me buy and sell the right kind of stocks, I'd hire that coach right now. If I just had a coach help me start my network marketing business and hold my hand for the first 6 months, I would pay that person $6,000 and I would do it right now. Those are the ones you're looking for, those particular customers who are looking for you right now. And so in your commitment to finish your minimum of 10 customer avatar interviews, you're going to go do that, and then you're going to take those answers and create your actual customer avatar. So go ahead and do that now, and we'll see you in the next section.